Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So West Virginia's offense will be first on the attack. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those.
There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air. It's Madden. Sends it downfield. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Tight end finds a soft spot. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it.
I always love to look at the effort on special teams. A lot of times, punt returners are going in for a touchdown, and what happens, somebody comes out of nowhere and takes a great angle like this. Great angle gives this defense a chance to at least survive and not give up a touchdown.
Looking for just one more yard. It's touchdown, Mountaineers. Great job by the back on the option. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So BYU's offense will take the field for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, West Virginia. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. That's caught. It's Webb. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to his running back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Takes the handoff. It's Jimenez. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Gadecki. He fires to the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
First down, West Virginia.
Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Wants to go up top. And down he goes back at the 3. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it near midfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Quick pass on the fly motion. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in his booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the RPO go complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougar!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Madden. On the move to his left. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. Pulls in the deep ball. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left. Eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days. But how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And down he goes back at the 3. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's going to get loose. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. So much for putting your heels on the 10 and not going backwards. He didn't want to just let that go. He grabbed it and took it to the house.
And when you got that kind of ability, I will give you the green light. Absolutely. You just catch it and you just go. He does the refs 10-yard line, 5-yard line, 1-yard line. When you do that, it's all gravy.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Makes the catch. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Slips through the line. Touchdown Mountaineers. Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored, going downfield for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting.
Going over the top. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, West Virginia. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety jet. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. This pass rush has just been relentless. You can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Hit as he throws. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're gonna mark him just a little short. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw on third and short. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And here comes the punt team. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Gadecki. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew that.
Looking for a deep man. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle is Fuller. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Gadecki. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He'll do it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On his way from around the 50. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
On the ground, it's Shaw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. He might want another play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Gadecki. skips away from pressure. He's going to run it inside the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
First down, West Virginia.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got him still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
First down, West Virginia.
He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind in the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. To the air on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Under fire. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, West Virginia! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The defense putting points on the board.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Off play action on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it on the right. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Shaw. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. BYU now into the red zone. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He wants to throw it again. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, BYU.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Madden. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Bringing it back. At the 30, the 10, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from around the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than left. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Bolitnikoff Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those plays.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man, it's Morris. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. BYU has this offense clicking. Gonna run it. It's off. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Caught behind the line. It's Shaw. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Back to throw, it's Madden. Pocket breaking down. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Quick strike through the air for the score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And the returner will be dragged down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Looking to fire. He tries to take the top off. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Gadecki. He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22.
Hey, this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They look at him, it's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires it incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best...
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house.
losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Zings it complete to the right.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Back to pass, it's Madden. They're in command of this game. Throws toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, showed a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes to the left. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but
trying to burn this defensive back. Catch inside the 25. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line as this offense dials up a chunk play.
1st down, West Virginia.
The play action fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Moving out to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. To the air on second down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. Smashes through and runs through another guy.